Magpies Cottage.
I'm Amy.
And we're in a new location.
Yay!
This is the church hall where we are now going to do our knit-ins.
Yeah.
Every other month we'll be here. If you're interested in ever coming, just look on the website.
Under classes.
Under classes. And you'll find it. So
Yeah.
we have room for lots. Before we could only have 12 people at a knit-in. Here we could have 50, no problem.
Yeah. We have nice round tables to sit and
Yes.
talk at. A kitchen with a fridge to put food in if we need to. Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I guess we should really say thanks to the church for letting us do it here.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. What church is this? Something
Faith
Methodist?
United Methodist Church.
Yeah, on Detroit Street in good old Sheboygan Falls.
There's a picture of it, like on the very first page when you bring up the website.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The picture of it and the address. So just go to magpiescottage.com or magpiescottage.net. Either one takes you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad we're still doing this.
Yeah. Yep. And we're scheduled for October, the second weekend, and then December we're even looking at. I wasn't going to do December, but then I thought, well, I'm going to put it out there. If 6 or more people sign up, we'll do it.
Okay.
And if they don't, we won't. So
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, as long as the room's available. So
Yeah.
And it's still going to be Friday nights, 4 to 9, and Saturday during the day, 9 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a great weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
I get a lot of knitting done, even with the, constant chatter and
I get a
all of that.
lot added to my favorites and my queue.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen that way. So, yeah. So what you wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing KoolAid.
She just finished it.
I had to finish it for the Frivolous and Frugal mini meetup in Chicago, which was the last weekend in July, which was a wonderful time.
I can't ever
loved
go.
it. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram post, there were 13 of us from Magpies Cottage that all went there, and we had a picture, so.
I saw that and I was jealous.
Yeah.
I couldn't hit a jealous button because there wasn't one, but I was really jealous. And when I looked at that picture, I just thought, I'm really left out here. I felt that. It really upset me.
And it was like such a beautiful setting.
It was a nice picture.
It was so nice. I mean, it had rained the night before, poured, but that's kind of fun too. I went out and sat in the lobby, the big glass lobby with these windows from floor to ceiling, and the rain was just pelting against. I love storms. So for me, that was fun.
I do like storms too.
Yeah.
But no, I was camping with the family, and
Did
this
you
one
get rainstorms too?
we did get one on Friday night. I think it was Friday night. Yeah, or was it Saturday night? I don't remember what night it was. It was Friday or Saturday, but it was a nasty storm.
Yeah.
And there was trees down in. Okay, we're west of the Dells, west of Reedsburg. There's a little town called Laval. And then there's another one called Wanawak. And
Don't you live in a street?
I know, it's a bizarre thing. The town that we go to, where this campground is the same as my street. Yeah. Anyways, in Wanawak, we drove through Wanawak the next day. We were going to Hillsboro, and in driving through there were trees down all over the place. So I would say that the campground itself got spared the brunt of the storm. Although my brother and his wife did not camp this year, they stayed. My brother's handicapped, and it's just too hard for him to camp now. I mean, this was the first year he didn't camp, and I was just very thankful that he came, and that was wonderful. But they stayed at a hotel in, I don't remember what town it was in. Maybe it was Reedsburg. I don't remember. Anyways, Diane was saying that when she was leaving the campground and driving down, because this is like up on a big hill, and she was driving down into Laval, she had to literally get out of the car and move branches off the road. I mean, these are skinny, middle of nowhere country roads as it is. And there she was moving tree branches so she wouldn't be driving over them. And it was quite the storm, but like where we were, up on this hill, it wasn't that bad. I mean, we got good rain, heavy rain, but not bad wind. Then, after it was done raining where we were, we went out and sat outside. It stopped raining, and the humidity broke and it cooled off. It was really just still and close and kind of weather, hot. And there we were up on the hill watching out over the valley this amazing lightning show. Amazing.
Oh,
Ron took video of it. It's just unreal, the amount of lightning. I mean, flashes per second, and oh my gosh, the patterns it made in the sky. It was amazing.
Okay.
Absolutely watching that. So yeah, we had that was a nasty storm though. But yeah, no damage where we were, so or anything like that.
Good,
but
good.
we had a good time. It was wonderful being, with my brothers and sisters, my brother and sisters. So yeah, we had a good time.
Good. So yeah, this was a great time. Thank you very much to Dawn, Penny, and Nikki, and Brianna from Frivolous and Frugal podcast, and also the ladies from 3 Ply podcast. They contributed as well.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, Dawn did a lot of work.
Wow.
Extra kudos to Dawn.
Yeah, if it would ever happen that my family's camp out would not be on the same weekend, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I know, it's every time you guys come back, it's such a positive feedback. It's a wonderful little, mini retreat weekend kind of thing, and I would love to be able to go.
Yeah, yep. It was very nice. So, and my KoolAid is made out of 365 cashmere, which is a cotton cashmere yarn. And I don't know what else to say. KoolAid, it's from Barocco.
And it's spelled weird, C-U-L-E-T. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Tolsta. This is the one where I dyed the yarn. So this stripe here, I dyed it, and it turned out, well, I kept looking at my caked up hanks, and I thought, oh, that's too loud. So then I put it with undyed. So it's the same yarn, just undyed.
Yeah.
And I did, they're roughly 2-inch stripes.
Okay.
This is the first time I did any kind of dyeing whatsoever, and it was just a Saturday morning workshop put on by the Weaving Guild.
Okay.
And so I just thought, I'm not planning on weaving this stuff, but I thought I can knit it.
Sure.
So this is Knit Picks Cotlin. It's their
Is
Cotlin.
that DK weight
It's
then?
DK. And so I just, and I know I've shown it, but I don't think I wore it. But what happened was I finished it and I had it all bound off, and I just didn't like the length.
Okay.
So then I added another stripe of the beige and another stripe of the variegated.
Okay.
So by that really added 4 inches, which was maybe a smidge more than I needed, but I'm happy with it.
Good.
Now I'm comfortable. I have to tell you, I put it on this morning and I thought, oh, yes. Because it's the first time I'm wearing it since I redid it.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to reblock it and all that. So yeah, turned out all right. But
Good.
it's Tolsta Tea by Rebecca Clow, and I will tell you that is probably the best t-shirt pattern I've knit in a long time.
Okay, good.
I love
And
that
it's
pattern.
hard to believe that's like only, I think, her maybe 3rd or 4th pattern she's
Well-
released. She's a very new designer, but she does a wonderful job.
And there's a lot of she also did the corn
Right,
cardigan,
right.
and
And
we
I've
both,
shown that here.
and I've shown mine, that's finished.
Yeah.
And I will say that even, between these 2 patterns that she's done, there are just little things that are just nice.
Yeah.
Well thought out. In the corn, it's the way you're picking up for your sleeve and making sure that you always have a place to pick up in. That was a nice detail on that.
Yeah.
This one, she talks about the neck quite a bit because I did mine a lot closer, but the original pattern has this a little bit wider, more of a boat neck. And I did the close version, and she talks about close version versus wider version and what you can do with different things. And then in that pattern, there's ways where there's you get the pattern, and then you get another document that has all the modifications that people can do. You can do. Talks about how to do striping, how to do eyelets.
It's nice that's in a separate document.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a beginner knitter doesn't get overwhelmed with that stuff.
Yeah, but I will tell you, this is so accessible for beginner knitters, and then those who want to tinker around a little bit and try something new. There's all kinds of resources out there.
Okay.
So I love that pattern.
Good.
I've knitted twice. I almost never do that. And I've already knitted twice, and I could see myself doing it again.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Cool.
by the way, here's my second one.
Oh, okay.
I have Ethos today. This is the
Yay.
second one.
Well, it has been 3 weeks because we should
Yeah.
have podcast last week.
Yeah. See, now this one. Okay, so this is Ella Ray Cozy Bamboo. And then what's this goofy stuff?
Sinsen.
Sinsen, that's
Yeah,
it, by
CIN,
Trendsetter Yarns.
CIN.
Okay, so this is my second one. It fits lovely. I'm very happy with it. Everything except the neck.
Looks pretty wide.
It's really wide. And I think what I'm gonna do is pull out the I-cord. I wanted the I-cord bind off because I did I-cord on my sleeves and on the bottom hem, as opposed to this one I got ribbing. But I did I-cord, and I like the I-cord on the bottom, and I like the I-cord on the sleeves, but I do not like the I-cord on the neck.
I like the bigger necks like this. In the
This
summer
one-
tops anyway. Yeah.
This one feels like the weight of it. I mean, just lift this thing.
Yeah, a little bit heavy.
Yeah, it feels heavy. And then that all that weight on this I-cord edge just makes it drag way down.
Okay.
So what I think I'm gonna do is pull out the I-cord and do some decreasing and then do some ribbing. And
Okay.
just rib the neck and just leave the I-cord on the sleeves and the bottom.
Okay.
It's very drapey, it's very swingy, I love it. So this was my very last purchase at the shop.
Yep.
And I knit it up already, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that.
Cool.
So, and oh, the pattern on this, Tolsta. I mean, you look at this shirt and you look at this shirt, and it's the exact same pattern.
Yeah.
So that was kind of nice. And you know, and I guess that just goes to show all the versatility of that pattern. So that's one FO.
Okay, go. Keep going.
I have another. I mean, I have one that I can't show you
Okay.
because I tested Lisa Ross's mystery. It's coming out, I think the first clue is around September 1st. So she should probably be sending out emails relatively soon in the next week or so, marketing it. But she is doing a mystery knit along. It calls for 2 skeins of a fingering weight, 2 full
Shawl?
skeins, yeah, and 2 full skeins, and then 7. I can't say 20 gram minis because it takes more than that.
Oh.
I would say if you were going, like I used Miss Babs, all right, and her minis have like 38 grams in it or 33 grams, something like that. And then, but they're like 130 yards or something. So, and I used just about all of each of my minis.
Okay.
So if you were looking at a regular 20 gram mini, you'd need 2 of every, of 7 colors.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I like mine. It's a beautiful, beautiful wrap.
Good. Good.
So yeah, that'll be coming out. So I did finish that. That's a lot of knitting, and I did do it in faster than you will be doing it in a mystery knit along. And then when I was not knitting that, I knit this. This is called Folly, Folly. It's a cowl. And I'm gonna put it on, even though it doesn't really match this. Okay, there. You first knit this garter tube, and the garter tube gets tucked in, and then you do the lace. And that's the lace.
Very pretty.
It's very pretty, and it's very soft. I dug into the archives to the stash. This is Brew City.
Oh.
I loved Brew City yarn.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful stuff, and this is their premium draft sock, and it's called Tickled Pink, and I love it. But yeah, so it's here's this big garter tube, and you just put that on the inside to kind of give it that shaping, if you will.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is this beautiful lace.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I finished it Tuesday, blocked or Wednesday, and unpinned it this morning. So,
Okay.
just so I could show you.
All right.
Well, that's my FOs.
I'll show you mine.
You have FOs?
Well, I have this.
Well,
That's an
okay.
FO. That was one. And then I have a second one.
Uh-oh, I didn't know that.
I just finished
Oh,
it last night.
wow. I've seen this before.
Yeah, in the block form.
Mm-hmm.
So these were a block of the month that we did at the shop.
Oh my gosh, look
And
at
I
that.
only finished 8 blocks, so I just put a wide border on.
There you go. Perfect width.
Yeah.
I bet you that covers you up nicely
Oh,
in your chair.
Yeah, I mean, for me to cover up, it's plenty big. So I did not block it, and I did not wash it yet, but I'm just gonna throw it in the washer and dryer.
It's acrylic, ain't it?
Nope, it's all Cascade 220 Superwash,
Oh, okay.
all of it. So yeah,
Yeah, then throw it in the dryer.
it's 8 different blocks, all crocheted with a size H. The patterns are all different. They're all from Ravelry. I
Fun.
just looked for blocks and crocheted and found 8 different patterns.
Wow.
So yeah,
Now you have a new, well, that's nice getting that off the needles.
yeah. So I think I'll keep that one because my kids don't like things with big holes, and
Yeah,
this
that's got
one,
holes.
You know, some of the blocks aren't bad, but there's some like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in that one.
Yeah. This one's good. I mean, if they were all like this, my kids would be fine.
Well, you know, and when kids, young people, like as in grandchildren, they take a blanket like that, they poke their toes through the holes and the holes get all stretched out.
Well, even my kids who are 30s and 40s, they don't like the holes. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yep. So that's my FOs, these 2 things.
That's pretty good. What you working on?
Yeah. Oh, I started, a bunch of us cast on the summer canoes. Now, you all seen my blue one a couple of times already.
And I knit it too. Mine's pink.
And so now I got this is called strawberry, this color. It's like salmon to me, but
I love it. It's a great color.
it's bamboo pop. So I started that at the mini meetup last weekend of July, and this is as far as I got, except for one modification. Since I already knit this, I decided I was going to change all the stitch patterns in there. See them all? I got stockinette, moss, welted leaf, Swedish check it's called, twisted rib,
Oh, I like this one.
elongated
With the-
diamond,
Yeah.
and then this one, I forgot what it's called, but they're all out of the Barbara Walters,
Sure.
Barbara G. Walker's
Stitch
Treasury
Dictionary.
of Stitches.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just keep going in there and picking them, except for they're all written for flat. And you know, usually I just look at the picture and do it.
Right.
One of them, I went to read it and I was reading it and it was like, this doesn't work out. This doesn't look right. And then I had somebody else look at it with me. I was like, this doesn't look right. She couldn't figure it out. All of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, she yells across the room, are those instructions written for flat and you're in the round? I was like, oh, rookie mistake.
Yeah, that would be a rookie mistake, all right.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
So-
You know, when I knit bamboo pop, it never seems to have that body that yours has.
Oh.
I don't know why that is.
I don't know. I'm worried that it'll be a little loose. Because this is a size 7 needle. The pattern called for an 8, but I had to go down to a 7
I couldn't
for a
knit that.
bamboo pop.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping when I block it, it plumps up a little bit. I'm hoping. Otherwise, you know me, I'll throw it in the washer and dryer and shrink it. I'm not afraid of doing that.
She does that all the time. Not
Yeah.
afraid to shrink things.
Nope. Gotta get him to do what I want. Okay, I got one more weird thing I'll show you.
I've
I
been wanting
decided-
to see this.
I decided I wanted to make a rug for my patio. So this is 1 week of crocheting grocery bags to make a rug for my patio.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. I think that is a phenomenal idea.
Uh-huh.
There is a lady who I weave with that takes these same grocery bags and all the different colors. Like, you know, the newspaper, when people get like the newspaper delivered, it's in a blue bag.
Yeah.
When you get,
I want festival ones for yellow now.
yeah, okay, well, I've got, you know, I'll save you festival ones. I go there every now and then. But what she does, she'll take those, somebody else will have pink. In October, Piggly Wiggly uses pink bags.
Oh, okay.
Or, you know, they change their color from time to
September
time.
for breast cancer month.
Well, that's
maybe it is.
October.
Oh, I thought that was September.
Yeah, that's October.
Okay, that's why.
So, yeah, a gal honest to Pete, she makes placemats, you know, like regular size placemats. She uses carpet warp for the warp, and then this is the weft. And she also has made like a mat, like long mats. People in homeless shelters use them as a sleeping mat.
That's what they're very commonly used for, is for homeless people.
Yeah, and these using up your bags like that is a phenomenal idea. I mean, this gal weaves. I mean, it's like almost the only thing she weaves, but everybody brings her their bags, you know. And so the idea that you're taking that and doing that, I think is really wonderful. I was thinking of taking bags like that and weaving them and making like an outdoor rug, you know, like by my patio furniture.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I want. Because I have a patio that's cement. So there is a crack down the center each direction. And I just kind of want to cover that up.
Yeah.
So, because there's always ants coming up, you know, so there's always anthills along that crack. I thought this would be nice.
You know, I know a guy.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the whole yard would cave in if you killed all. There's so many
tunnels everywhere.
millions of them out there. I leave them be as long as they don't come in the house. If they start coming in the house, then I go pour boiling water all over them around the house, and then they just stop.
She scares them off with a kettle.
Yeah. So I haven't had an ant issue in a while, though, so I leave them be out there. I just don't want to step on the anthills.
I don't have ant issues. This is so funny. Many years ago, kids were little. We were living in our old house on Camelot. Yeah. And the kids were in bed. I was cleaning up the kitchen, and Ron had gone to bed already. It was summer. And all of a sudden I noticed along the base of my countertop, or my kitchen cupboards, along the base, along the floor, there is this, you know, ants marching, and they're, you know, in a line, and they're, you know, coming in. And I saw those ants. I go, oh, I'll tell Ron. Okay, so I go up, and I go up to bed, and I tell him, oh, by the way, tomorrow save some chemical. We got ants down in the kitchen. We have ants in the kitchen? I said, yeah, just little pavement ants, you know. And he says, oh, okay. He gets out of bed. This is like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Gets out of bed and goes down and deals with my ant problem. That right then and there. And it's like, I wasn't telling him to do this now, you know?
Right,
I mean, I just said, well, you know, when you come home from work tomorrow, bring some chemical in.
Yeah.
You know, and no kidding, my ants, he dealt with them right then and there. So that's the way he is. He will, like my house being surrounded by those evergreens, we get a lot of spiders. He does foundation treatments so that the spiders stay outside. He's like, that's one thing. He is so on it all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm fortunate in that respect.
Good.
So
Yeah. So that's all I'm really working on right now. If you want to show what
I
you're
have
working
one
on.
thing I'm working on. I
Okay.
cast this on Wednesday night. I started it, and it doesn't look like much right now. In fact, it looks like I'm using this yarn. This is Leading Men Showstopper in Heirloom is the color. And I am knitting a pattern by Laura Nelkin called Bling Tea.
Oh, I saw that on Ravelry.
Okay, so this is a blocked sleeve. I blocked it so I used my sleeve as a gauge swatch.
Sure.
And so that's why it's on the barber cord.
Okay.
And then this is the sleeve that I cast on last night when I got home. I love, love, love this folded hem.
Oh yeah, I like a folded hem
Oh, it is just beautiful. However, this is barber cord. You have to do a provisional cast on, obviously, to do a folded hem. Well, I learned how to do it over a barber cord.
Oh.
I'm going to show you this later because I'm right at the point where I got
And
to
then
do
you don't have any waste yarn.
no
Just
waste
pick it up
yarn.
right off of there.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to do this
Okay.
later because this is freaking awesome. So this is the one I did this morning, and this is the front, and so it's the folded hem. I just
You
did
closed it already?
I just closed it, and you have to do a front one and a back one, and then you connect them. There's like a side panel on this sweater. So I did the front one this morning, and now I'm gonna cast on. I gotta cast on and do the back one, and then you do a side panel using not a knitted cast on, a cable cast on.
Okay.
So you're gonna cable cast, you knit the back one, cable cast on, knit this, cable cast on, and working around because it's bottom
So
up.
the lace, or whatever, the side panels are an inch higher
Yeah,
on the hem?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then then you knit up to the round and round and round we go. Mm-hmm. There's some purl detail
Sure.
in there too on that, but and then bring in your sleeves, and then you do your yoke, and right here in the yoke is where the beads are.
Okay.
It's called Bling Tea, and I am so pumped about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 4 different bead options at home that I'm playing with. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. I might actually take all the 4 bead options and the parts I like of each bead option and put it together and come up with that crazy mix.
It's a diamond, the beads?
The beads are, well, I can show you, I think there's a chart.
Or just show the picture, you can do
Oh,
that.
here's the picture. So the beads, I don't think you can see them on the camera, but they're just
Okay.
right there.
Oh, okay, and hers are mixed colors.
Yeah, she's got mixed colors. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try it again anyways. So I am so pumped about this sweater.
Okay,
Yeah, so you can see here's the pearl detail in there.
yeah,
So
very nice.
she is teaching at the
What
Link.
is the neckline? I'm sorry.
It's a boat neck, wider.
But is that the folded also?
No, that's an I-cord.
Okay, I think I'd like that folded too.
It might be nice folded.
Then it wouldn't be so wide. Do a smaller needle size and fold it, and it wouldn't be so wide.
I already do a smaller needle size with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a smaller needle.
Yeah, that might be cool up there, folded too.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do the I-cord
Uh-huh.
because she's got a different way of doing the I-cord too. And so I'm going to kind of play around with that a little bit. And then, so yeah, I'm pretty pumped about this.
Cool.
She's teaching at Leading Men, and I'm using Leading Men yarn. And so I'm
Okay.
I'm knitting it largely
And you're
for
going
that.
there next month,
Next
right?
month, yeah. So she does have in her Ravelry group right now, she's got a knit along going on for this. But it ends on the 20th. I don't think I'll make the 20th.
It's already the 11th.
Yeah. Could I? Well, yeah, I probably could if I would be completely monogamous with my knitting, which with all the knitting I'm going to get done this week, I've got the hiccups all of a sudden, for crying out loud.
I thought you were going to knit on your...
I decided
memory
not to
blanket.
because I thought
Oh.
this would be a really good reason
Okay.
to, use this. I mean, once I've got this connected, it's pretty much brainless knitting, knit the knits and purl the pearls
Till you
for,
get to
for like
armpits.
14, 13 inches. Well, I got an inch on the bottom here, so it's 14 inches. So I'm thinking, if I'm gonna, knit round and round for 14 inches, well, this is a perfect place to do that too. So my blanket doesn't have a deadline, this does.
Okay.
So that's what I decided to do.
Yeah, blankets can take forever. Look at mine. Mine, I think we did, when did we do those? Like 2016,
Oh, yeah.
2017, somewhere
at least
around
that.
there.
Yeah.
So it's probably 6 years in the making to get
Yeah.
that blanket done.
Well, I mean, I looked at mine what I did last night though, after picking up on that one side edge on my blanket. at midnight last night, I went to my project page and I wrote down what my plan was for my edges so I don't forget. Because I sat there looking at the blanket for a bit yesterday. Okay, how was I going to do this?
Yeah.
You know, and because we had talked it all through, and I knew what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and I knew how, you know, I had a vague idea.
Right.
Well, then I sit down and look at my blanket last night. What the heck was I
What
going
was
to
I
do?
doing?
Yeah. So I took some time last night and made notes in my project page.
Okay.
So in the process, though, of going to my project page and putting those notes down, I looked at it. I started it in May of 22.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
over a year into that blanket, too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a year for me, that is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think about, there's UFOs on my, you know, project pages that are like several years old. But it's just because I'm not motivated to finish them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, someday I will. I think that, you know, it's funny because if there are things that are UFOs like that, if I'm going to frog it, I frog it. You know, I don't leave it sit there and, wait to frog it. I frog it and reclaim the yarn or whatever. But it's something that I'm not sure I want to frog. I pick up and I finish eventually.
Yeah.
So every now and then we go through these like phases where like, let's get all our UFOs together. I would still like to do that and just put all my UFOs and just always have one handy. You know, you were doing that for a while there. How's that going?
But right now, my house is chaos. You
Well,
can
yeah.
imagine with the shop closing. I have stuff in the garage, stuff in the basement. I don't have much upstairs other than what I always keep 3 active projects upstairs. Most of it's in the basement, and then I have my office is full of like merchandise I'll still sell. Like I had an order again, I had to ship today. So I am still selling merchandise out for the store online. But yeah, so it's just chaos. I don't know where stuff is yet. Getting ready for this, I'm running all around, like where's the menus? Where's the tripod? Yeah, I gotta get organized. But you know, I've been retired, but there is no rest when you're retired. It's go, 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 go. I have nearly no time to even sit around and just knit. I can do that maybe at night from 8 to 10.
Oh no, I knit every morning.
No,
well, you're paper piecing in the morning usually.
I sew most mornings for at least 20 minutes. But yeah, that's after I've already gone for my walk, and then usually I'm gone again by 10